What's going on, everybody? So, I have some Yankees news for you. Yes, Yankees news. Before I do that, let me get you the latest news in free agency, too. A couple of more teams and players made decisions. So, I want to get that out to you right now. Okay. And again, free agency is this week. Okay. It starts tomorrow. The free for all. Teams can sign players from anywhere, as well as the GM meetings are this week, too. So there's a lot of stuff going on. If you want to be kept in the loop on everything, get all the free agent moves and know what's going on the GM meetings, especially what I'm going to talk to you about Tuesday, and you're not subscribed to the channel, just hit that red subscribe button. I'll take care of all the details. I'll take care of the rest for you. And if you want to be one of the first people to get the intel as it comes in, just hit the notification bell when you hit the subscribe button as well. So you hit those two, I'll take care of the rest. And I thank you so much. Really, it means the world to have your support. Now, let's go over this. The Giants have exercised the club option on Alex Cobb, starting pitcher. Okay, it's interesting because they've been making some moves. And there's been chatter recently about them, going hard after Yamamoto from Japan. Are they going to do that and this and that? So, they just exercised their $16 million club option on Alex Cobb for the 2024 season. So they have him there. They've got Logan Webb, and we'll see what else they do this offseason. They've struck out quite a few people the last two off seasons. So we'll see if they can strike. They definitely have money to spend. Okay. Additionally, Sean Manaea, left-handed starting pitcher there, he opted out of his option, final year of his deal. So he'll be back on the market as a free agent. So another lefty starter to go with Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, Eduardo Rodriguez to join free agency starting tomorrow. So those are the two. And again, his option would have been $12.5 million. So he took the buyout instead, which looks like a $1 or $2 million buyout. $2 million buyout. So looks like he probably thinks, like Marcus Stroman and a couple of these other free agents do, that they can get more in the open market. So we'll see. That remains to be seen. Now, additionally, the Marlins made a couple moves. They declined the club options on starter Johnny Cueto and reliever Matt Barnes. Johnny Cueto had a $10.5 million option, and instead he's getting a $2.5 million buyout. Another righty on the free agent market. He's older though, but he's still been a serviceable veteran starter. And Matt Barnes had a $9 million option, which is bought out for $2.25 million. So $2.25 million. So another arm on the market as well. So, and speaking of Marlins, they made another move. Now we know Kim Ng left Marlins. Now they just hired the Tampa Rays GM Peter Bendix as the president of baseball operations. So he's moving from American League to National League, but staying in Florida. So I know they were talking about that, and they weren't on the same page with Kim Ng, which is one of the reasons why she left. And this could be a reason why. This could have been one of the sequential or just the inevitable moves that were going to happen. So again, Peter Bendix, who's the GM of the Rays, is now going over to the Marlins and going higher up, becoming the president of baseball operations. So Marlins made several moves today, and the Giants as well. And if you haven't heard the moves I put out earlier, the Dodgers, they exercised. Actually, this one's a new one too. Dodgers just exercised Blake Treinen's club option, and they declined Joe Kelly, reliever, and Daniel Hudson options. Here, this one just came out, MLBTradeRumors.com. So right now, the Dodgers have moved on from Lance Lynn, Joe Kelly, and Alex Reyes. And Hudson $6.5 million club option for the 2021 is not going to be exercised. Actually, no, it's not going to be exercised. And Blake Treinen, his option has been exercised. So Treinen's option is I don't even know. I can find it here. Looks like it's $7 million option for Blake Treinen. So they're making some moves in the bullpen. And I still expect them to be heavy favorites for Shohei Ohtani too. So Dodgers news, Marlins news, Giants news. And let me refresh to see if anything else came out right now. Nothing's come out yet. But now, the news I have is Yankee news. Okay? Oh, and Braves. Here we go. Another one just refreshed. The Braves declined their option on 2024 option on Brad Hand. So another lefty reliever is coming out of the market. This stuff keeps coming out. It keeps coming out lifetime here. So, and I got to give a shout out to the boys in the 161 chat, NFV and Sunil and the rest of the crew, Tats, for filtering the info and talking about the info as well, keeping me updated so we can keep you all updated as well. So shout out to all you boys. And so yeah, they declined the mutual option on Brad Hand, which would have been a $7 million option. But instead, the 33-year-old is going to get a $500K buyout. So my guess is he'll probably look for a 1 or 2 year deal. He's a serviceable lefty reliever, so probably 1 or 2 year deal. He could probably score a 2 year deal at a moderate salary in the open market. So he'll be out there to another lefty reliever. Now, let's get to the Yankee news because I do have Yankee news. Brian Cashman is going to be at the GM meetings, which is going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona. On Tuesday, he's going to address the media, and he's going to talk about what happened this year and what their plans are for this offseason heading into next year. I don't know what kind of detail, how much we're going to get from him, but the fact that he's going to be addressing the media is encouraging. The fact that Hal's going to be doing it too is encouraging. So I want to see what he has to say. And maybe he'll give us a little bit of insight into what the hell they're going to do this offseason. Because the fans, and we all know, they need to act significantly and swiftly, okay, to address multiple holes. They need to get better in a lot of areas. And the only way they're going to do that is being aggressive. So, and we're hoping to hear some kind of news this week, even if it's a smaller move that's going to lead to the bigger moves. Okay, now that Yamamoto, Yoshinobu Yamamoto is officially posted, we're going to be posted starting tomorrow. He's available to be pursued, and everybody else is for a fair game tomorrow too. You can sign anybody they want. Any team can do it. So we'll see what the Yankees do. And I know, they have next week is the non-tender option, the deadline, which is the 17th. The club option and player option deadline is the 10th, which is this week. Next week, the non-tender option, I expect them to non-tender some players, but he's going to give us a little bit of insight into what they're thinking, what they're planning for this offseason on Tuesday. So I would hold, I would temper our expectations because they never really feed us a lot of inside intel. I'd be pleasantly surprised if they did, but that said, the fact that he's going to speak to the media on Tuesday is a decent sign. The fact that the Yankees have already made some prerequisite moves, moving on from 6 players to clear roster spots and payroll space, is also an encouraging sign too. So they're doing a couple things. At least we have our eyes on everything they're doing. So, but that's the news I have right now. Free agency news, Yankee news. If anything comes out, you'll get that news too. Have a great night. Talk to you next time.